Request for arrest. Hackenbeck Station is a small halt station on Thomas's branch line. It wasn't a main station. The passengers had to request to stop there when needed. It wasn't a busy station, so Thomas Daisy didn't stop there often. Whenever a passenger did want to stop there, the train would always stop facing the opposite side from Farquhar. And Thomas could never understand why. Maybe because passengers getting on Farquhar want to go there specifically, though Thomas. One day was a very busy time for the engines. It was market season, so requests for the Hackenbeck stop became more and more requested. Thomas would often see passengers waiting on the platform wanting to catch his train, but every time they would pass the station, Thomas would become frantic. There was passengers at that stop. We must go back, he called to his driver. We can't stop there now. We wouldn't be able to start up again. Thomas was confused what the driver meant by unable to start up again.
It's on the top of the hill,
said Toby when Thomas took on water at Farquhar Station.
Even if you were able to start on the hill, you wouldn't be able to get enough speed till you made it to the tunnel.
But I only got Annie and Clara with me. It won't be that hard to start on the hill, and I won't rest after the climb.
Fueled Thomas. Regardless of what Thomas said, his driver never let him stop on the hill. He even tried applying his brakes when he reached the station. He tried slowing on the hill. He even tried going backwards at a signal just outside the station. But his driver stopped him every time. One day it was wet and muddy. The hot weather turned into a leak overcast. Thankfully, there was no sign of rain. It did, however, rain overnight. The rails were slippery when Thomas came up the hill to Hackenbeck. He struggled and strained, but thankfully reached the top of the hill. He was panting and out of breath until he reached the tunnel where it flattened out. And he could pick up speed again. That's what it would be like if we started from the Holdo Bay. You wouldn't want that to happen now, would you? The driver said certainly. Us agreed with him. The wet weather soon left and it was sunny and the market was busy than ever and Thomas had a full train. Yet again, Thomas charged the hill towards Hackenbeck. He was over his phase and decided to focus on his work instead of trying to stop at the station. But one passenger didn't understand about the system of requesting to stop. Thomas drove swiftly towards Hackenbeck. Passenger leaned out the window and soon realized Thomas wasn't planning to stop. He pulled the emergency cable on the paragraph. Thomas came to a screeching halt. Him and Annie were on the platform, but Clarabelle was still in the station. The passenger crossly strode over to Thomas and angrily shouted at him, "Next time, stop at your stations or I shall go to the buses." The driver apologized to the passenger and she angrily walked away. This was crossed.
Now we have to start on the hill. However will I make it home now?
He said. Thomas tried his best but couldn't start off. In the end, Toby had to pull Thomas back to Farquhar.
Now you know what me and you, driver, were talking about,
chuckled Toby. Thomas, with a wheezy sigh, sadly agreed. The fat controller soon put up signs at all stations along Thomas's branch line, explaining to passengers about the request stop system. Thomas couldn't be happier and no longer wished to start on the hill anymore.